JJ! Baby, can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. I just came in here and he was like this. As your father, you just have to trust that I'm protecting you from Terry, because what she did to our family is unforgivable. What did Dr. Murphy do that was so bad? I'd like to know that as well. Look me in my eyes and please tell me that you haven't allowed him to kiss you before. I'm sorry, Udell. I'm so sorry. We need to talk, Udell. Please. Let's figure this out. Udell, can you please just look at me? I can't bring myself to do that, Wanda. Just let me explain. Do you think I'm in the mood to be told how I've been betrayed for the second time in my life? Okay, Lorenzo. I'm here. What's going on? Seems like you weren't as busy as you claimed. Because you said it was urgent. It is. Isidore told me what you've done to this family, and I demand that you explain yourself. I should have known that something was wrong. When I noticed that JJ was taking a long time, I should have known that something wasn't right. Don't blame yourself, Ulissa. It wasn't your fault. I still can't go over the fact that JJ most likely fell off of the stairs. How is that even possible? It isn't. What are you trying to say, Max? I grew up in my family's estate. Either you'd have to purposely go over the stair railing or what? Someone would have to push you off. Alright, Keith. I have risked my badge to keep you out of trouble. You need to tell me what you were doing at the Russo estate when you know you weren't supposed to go anywhere near the Dorvals. I never slept with Owen. If it was a simple kiss, then you would have told me about it straight away. You decided to stay quiet. I know, and I know how wrong it was, Udell. I'm so sorry for keeping this from you, but I decided to end my friendship with Owen. You told me that he kissed you on Independence Day. He approached us at Theodosius' palace after the 4th of July and interrupted our date. It was after that meeting when you decided to end your friendship with him. Okay, when he kissed me, I was shocked. I was shaken. I didn't know what to do. You were supposed to come to me, your husband. I understand that, Udell. But like I already told you, that kiss meant nothing to me. Since it never went further, I didn't think I should make a complicated situation even worse. Or maybe you stayed silent because you ended up having feelings for Owen. What exactly did Isidore tell you? From what he told me, it was pretty unforgivable. I can't believe that Isidore told you. After all these years, I've done everything he asked of me for my silence. Why would he decide to say something now? Because Alan wanted to know why Isidore wanted you to stay away from him. From what I overheard, Isidore gave Alan the perfect reason. What happened between Alan and I wasn't planned, Lorenzo. As for your father, your father was sick. What exactly was my father sick with? Of course, Isidore wouldn't tell you and would try to paint me as a monster. Your father was just diagnosed with Alzheimer's. He didn't want to go through it, and he didn't want anyone to know that he had it. So he pleaded with me to help end his life. I didn't do it maliciously, Lorenzo, I swear. You idiot! What are you doing? Pushed? Why would someone push JJ and leave him like that, Max? I don't know, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Because I sure don't see him trying to jump off the stair railing on his own. Mom, Dad, you said that Commissioner Burke found him, right? That's right. According to him, he just found JJ like that. What if he... Never mind. Maybe I'm just overreacting. No, Vanessa. Tell us what's on your mind. I was wondering if it was Commissioner Burke who could have pushed JJ. Why would you think something like that, Vanessa? Because I noticed how upset he was when the restraining order was filed against Keith. Maybe he and JJ got into it and ended up pushing him. Not that I think Commissioner Burke isn't capable of doing something like that, but I don't think he would have called me if he had anything to do with it. In fact, I think he would have just left JJ like that. I don't even want to consider that option. Mr. and Mrs. Dorval, I have an update on your son. I didn't think the Dorvals would be there. Don't you dare lie to me, Keith. I'm not lying. The Labor Day picnic is exactly where you met that family, and you didn't think that you would see them there? No, Dad, I didn't. Then what reason did you have to be at the Russo estate? I went there to apologize to Max. He didn't have a restraining order against me. I do not have feelings for Owen. You let that man kiss you, Wanda, more than once. If I didn't catch you, then you would have continued to keep me in the dark. What do you want me to do, Udell? How can I fix this? I'm not even sure if this can even be fixed. Of course, it can. We've made a life together. We've gone through so much, and we have a child to think about. Don't do that. Don't try and bring Yvette into this. If she knew about what you did, then it would destroy her. Our daughter is stronger than you think, Udell. You said that with confidence. Let's not get off topic. I'm not. You said that as if Yvette already knows about Owen. Does she? Wanda, does our daughter know that Owen kissed you? Yes, Yvette already knows. Isidore, I thought you told Lorenzo. Lorenzo, you told me that Isidore told you. He told me that you did something unforgivable after I found out about you and Alan. I wanted to call you so that everyone can be in the same room and discuss it like adults. But I feel sick. It sickens me that you decided to sleep with my grandson after what you did to my father, knowing what my father's passing did to my mother. Is it true, Dr. Murphy? Did you really do it? It's already clear that your brain doesn't function, Alan. Do your ears not function either? You heard her confess to taking your great-grandfather's life straight out of her mouth. As for you, Isidore, how dare you? How dare you keep this vital information from me for all these years? How dare you keep me from knowing the truth about my parents passing? Dad, I didn't want Terry to get away with it, which is why I held it over her head for over 20 years. Save it! I'm ashamed to even look at you. Justice for your grandparents was the last thing on your mind. What you did was weaponize the truth about your grandparents passing for your own benefit. It ends now, Isidore. You should have known that Dr. Murphy deserved to be in prison for what she did. Today was supposed to be a day of rejoicing. How could this have happened, Jeremiah? Our new baby is supposed to come into this world, but I'm here praying that JJ could stay in it. God has blessed our son with strength. JJ will pull through, and since you are carrying our new child, you need to stay strong for all of our children. I'll try to stay strong, but I can't get what Max said out of my head. Could someone have really harmed JJ and left him like that? Try not to think about it, Shelly. We'll figure it out when JJ wakes up and tells us what happened. I'm sorry, Jeremiah, but I can't shake this feeling. I don't think Finnegan pushed JJ, but I don't think he's completely innocent either. What do you mean? What if he knows more than what he's saying? What if he's covering for someone? Covering for who? His son. What if Keith pushed JJ off of those stairs? If you wanted to apologize, Max, then why didn't you just write him a note or leave him a message online? I wasn't sure if he'd want to read anything I wrote to him, Dad. But you knew that I'd be at the picnic to speak with D.A. Russo. How come you didn't ask me to relay the message to Max? Because I needed him to hear it from me. Whatever. The reason why you were at the Russo estate is the least of our worries. What matters most is what happened to JJ. How did he end up falling off the stair railings, Keith? What is wrong with you, woman? How did our daughter figure out that you betrayed me? Owen called me. I have forgotten to block him, and Yvette overheard me mentioning the kiss to Owen. When did this happen? Does it even matter? It's clear that you convinced our daughter to hide a heavy secret from me, her father. So yes, Wanda, it does matter. It was before she admitted to Heidi that she lied about Max. Oh my goodness. Wanda, you better not be telling me what I think you're telling me. Yvette confessed to lying about Max to try and keep Owen away from me. Clearly it didn't work because Owen can't seem to keep his hands off of you. Don't you realize what your secrets could have done? Our daughter could be in prison right now, Wanda. I know. That's something I'll never be able to forgive myself for, Udell. And I'm sorry that I got her to keep this secret from you, but Yvette and I wanted the same thing for our family to stay together. Neither of us wanted what Owen did to destroy that. As much as I hate that man, he's not the only one to blame. You clearly didn't do everything you could to keep him away. If you did, then our daughter wouldn't have had to appear in court. She wouldn't be on probation and have to do community service to avoid prison time. I should throw you out myself for the mess you've caused. Then let me clean up the mess I made, Udell. Let me prove to you that I'm committed to keeping this family together. Let me prove that I'm committed to you. Stop begging. The fact that Yvette is keeping your secrets sickens me. But I can't risk her having any setbacks. Not when she's on probation. But she needs to know that she doesn't have to walk on eggshells around me. You're gonna tell her that you know? Yes. And I'm gonna assure her that you and I aren't going anywhere. I promise to make it up to you, Udell. Your words mean nothing to me anymore, Wanda. Not anymore. For our daughter's sake, we'll remain married. But emotionally, I don't know where our marriage stands. One thing I know for sure is that I won't be sleeping in the same bed as you. Not when I'm not sure if you're fantasizing about another man as you lay beside me. That's it? You're just gonna call the police on her, No? Dr. Murphy already admitted that she didn't take your father's life to be malicious, but that he asked her to. Shut up, Alan. You have no say in the matter. Dr. Murphy, everything within me would love to see cops drag you out of my sight. But out of respect for my father, I won't call the police. This family has faced enough scandal already. What are you gonna do with me? Unlike my son, I don't find you useful at all. I'm giving you by the end of the month to set everything together and leave Valley Park. For good. Out of respect for my mother, if you don't do as I say, then you'll spend the rest of your days in a prison cell with a tarnished reputation. One more thing, you are to never touch my grandson again, you vile slut. Dad, say something. Listen to your grandfather, Alan, and shut up. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm so sorry. As for you two, I'm not even close to finishing with either of you yet. Just know that your actions have brought shame to this family. Unforgivable shame. How would Keeve have been able to be at the Russo estate unspotted? Finnegan left Keeve alone at home, remember? But why would Keeve even risk being seen when he knows the consequences? Crazy and common sense don't mix, Shermaya. You know that. After what that boy did to Vanessa, he's capable of anything at this point. It was an accident, Dad. You've already said that. I'm tired of it. What happened, Keeve? JJ saw me inside and he just snapped. You know he's schizophrenic, Dad. He went berserk on me. He ran up the stairs and tried dragging me down. That's when I pushed him. I didn't mean to, though. I just wanted him to get off me. In the eyes of the law, Keith, no matter if JJ is crazy or not, you're not supposed to be near him or anyone in his family. Most of all, what matters is what JJ says if he wakes up. Like anyone would take what he says seriously. He hallucinates voices and can't be trusted to handle a gun if he's not medicated. If JJ says that he saw me, we can easily just say that I was home the entire time. Dad, I really need you. I'm scared.